Alright, good morning everybody. My name is Miss Autumn and this is my puppy Copper, and we are coming to you today to do story time. So we are so excited for you to be with us, and we've got some really fun and exciting things planned today. Alright, so you know that Copper loves to come and give you guys a Copper kiss during story time. So he's going to come and give you one through the camera right now. Alright, you ready? Here we go. Alright, so I am going to put Copper down for now, and we are going to work together to do our hello song. Alright, so our hello song, if you remember, uses a little bit of sign language, and that's where we talk with our hands. So can you find your hands this morning and wake them up and give them a shake? Can you shake them up high and touch the sky? And then bring them all the way back down low. Maybe find your toes and shake them in the middle and wiggle those fingers too. Get those fingers nice and awake. Alright, our first sign today is hello. That's where you take your hand to your forehead and you go out like a salute. Can you guys try that? So hand to your forehead and then you go out. Alright, you've got it. Our next sign is friend. So we're going to take one little friend and another little friend. Then they're going to give each other a hug. So wrap those fingers together. Alright, our next sign is it's time. So we're going to point to our wrist like we have a watch on. And the last one is to say. So you put your finger right under your lips, then you go out. All right, looks like you guys have got it. So we're going to put all of those together now and sing our hello song. Are you ready? Here we go. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Awesome job, guys. You did amazing. All right, we're going to try that one more time together, okay? So where does our hello go? Do you remember? That's on our heads. That's right. You ready? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. All right, guys, awesome job. So like I said, today we have a very special story time. So in story time today, we are going to talk about being thankful. So usually when we talk about being thankful, we wait until a special holiday called Thanksgiving, and we do a story time celebrating thankfulness then. But I thought, given the circumstances of the last few months, we've all, been through some things, and our lives have changed a little bit, and maybe you've noticed some things different. And there's been some special people in our lives to help us along the way. So we are going to celebrate those people today, the special people in our lives, by telling them thank you. So have you guys ever said that to anyone? Have you ever said thank you? So usually we say thank you when we receive something or get something from somebody special. Maybe a gift that you've received before and you said thank you. So if you want to think about something that makes you thankful, usually you think about someone or something that makes you happy. So can you guys think about that? What is something or someone who makes you happy and makes you smile? So when I think about that, I usually think about my friends and my family. The library makes me happy. Reading books, being with my Storytime friends just like you. All of those things make me very happy, and they make me very thankful when I'm with you. So those are awesome things that make you thankful. So some other things that you might be thankful for are your house. So you have a roof over your head and a warm place to stay. You might be thankful for food on the table. We all have to eat. And kind of like I said in farm story time last week, we should be thankful for our farmers because they help get food on our tables. Some things you might be thankful for as well could be your teachers. So they help you learn things and they're really nice. So there's always something to be thankful for. So even on a rainy day, like it's raining outside right now, and it's kind of dark and dreary out there, we can always find something to be thankful for and have an attitude of gratitude, which is just another word for being thankful. So we are going to celebrate thankfulness and story time today and tell some special people thank you. And we're going to get to see some of our Storytime friends in our story time today. And just, like I said, have an attitude of gratitude. But in order to do that, we are going to read our first book now. And that's going to teach us more about being thankful. It's called the Thank You Book. And I actually don't have the Thank You Book here in the library. So we are going to read the Thank You Book today on our ebook website, NC Kids. And you guys can actually look up books at home just like that. So I'm going to show you how to do it today while we read our first book. Are you ready? All right, so now we are ready to read The Thank You Book by Mary Lynn Ray. Thank you isn't just for learning manners. It's also for when someone wakes a little hum, a happy little hum inside you, and you want to answer back. So when the sun brings a new day, a thank you is for the morning. Another is for cup and plate. So there's lots of things we can be thankful for. Thank you is for buzz and bloom and grass and toes and all that makes us wonder. So there's lots of things outside to be thankful for, places we can play and lay in the grass and look at the beautiful flowers and the animals. And it's the sides for swings and slides. So do any of my Storytime friends like to go to the park and play on the swings and go down the slide? It's a lot of fun. Thank you is for glue and glitter and for learning something new. So it's a lot of fun to learn new things and put together art. It's for parades, and it's for puddles. It's a good week to splash in the puddles, huh? Thank you is for laps and books. So remember, I said that's one of the things I was thankful for, was a good book to read. And I hope you guys enjoyed books as well. It's for having birthdays and for birthday cake. Yum, I love birthday cake. It's also for when hurt or sad or not so good gets better. So when we fall down and get hurt, we can be thankful when we get better, or for when somebody helps us feel better and does something kind for us. It's for zippers that zip jackets when warm days turn to cold, and for the year's surprises before green days come back. So what are they doing in this picture? Do you guys know what they're celebrating? Thank you is for hats and mittens. It's for hands to hold. Thank you is for family. Thank you is for home. So our homes and families are definitely something we can be thankful for. It's for this earth we ride on and for the stars beyond. What are they doing in this picture? That's right, they're sledding. Thank you is for bathtub boats and for bubble bath. It's for pajamas and more stories and for go to sleep now kisses. Mwah! Then in the dark, it's for a light and for knowing morning will come after night. It's for what we give a name to and for what we can't. Still, it's all we feel inside us that makes us glad that we are us. So for what's big and for what's small and all that's in between, every day or special day, we wrap a hug around each day to say another thank you. And that's the end. Guys, what did you think about that thank you book? Do you kind of have a better idea of what it means to be thankful and say thank you to somebody? I hope you do. So now, to keep rolling on the thankful train, we are going to watch some of our Storytime friends say thank you to people that are special to them and in their lives. And we're going to thank some people in our community that I think we should say thank you to. All right, let's do it.
I am thankful for all the teachers working hard during quarantine. Thank you.
Thank you, Storytime friends and parents.
Thank you for helping our community.
Thank you. Thank you, firemen. Thank you. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. Thank you, UPS workers like my dad. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, did you see anybody that you recognized in that video? You might even saw yourself. All right, guys, so we are going to move right along and read our second book now. We are going to read a book called Thank You Bear, and this is by Foley. And we'll see in this book, sometimes when you give a present to somebody, it is special just to them. All right, so here we go. Early one morning, a little bear found a little box. Do you see the box there on the page? He looked inside and said, "Why, it's the greatest thing ever. Mouse will love this." So do you see his box? Have you ever played with a box before? It could be some of the most fun things to play with. On his way to find Mouse, he showed it to the monkey. Monkey said, "That's not so great." That's not very kind of Monkey. He's thinking, what can you do with a box? He showed it to the owl. You see the little red owl up in the tree? Owl said, "I've seen those before." So he's not impressed by the box either. He showed it to the fox. Fox said, "You're holding it the wrong way." Is Bear holding the box the wrong way? What do you guys think? He showed it to the big gray elephant. Elephant said, "I think it's too small." I bet he does for such a big elephant in a small box. He showed it to the squirrel. Do you guys see that squirrel on top of Bear's head? What color is the squirrel? Squirrel said, "It would be much better if you gave it to me." He tried to show it to the bunny, but Bunny said, "I don't have time to look at it right now." So Bunny can't slow down and look at the box. The little bear stopped. He wondered whether it was so great after all. So none of his animal friends have liked the box so far. but he hasn't found that special friend that he thought the box would be good for. Let's see if that changes. While he was wondering, Mouse came along. There's Mouse. And asked Bear what he had. Mouse wants to know, what's that? He put the box on the ground and showed it to Mouse. Mouse looked at it this way and that way. So Mouse is trying to figure out, what is this? Then Mouse crawled inside the empty box and said, "It's the greatest thing ever!" So hooray! Mouse loves it. He loves the box. And Mouse said, "Thank you, Bear." So Bear thought of a special gift for his friend Mouse, and none of the other animals didn't get it. They didn't like the box, but it was perfect for Mouse. And do you see what the mouse used it as? As a little house. So Bear did something very kind for Mouse, and then Mouse said thank you. So when people do very kind things for us, it's always nice to say thank you in return. All right, and that's the end of Thank You, Bear. All right, guys. So usually when we are thankful, we have happy feelings. So I thought it would be a great time to sing one of our favorite Storytime songs, If You're Happy and You Know It. Do you guys know that one? You want to sing it with me? All right, let's give it a try. You ready? So we're going to clap our hands first, and then we might stomp our feet, and then we're going to shout, hooray. All right, you ready? Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. You guys ready to stomp your feet? Can you stomp them really loud? I want to hear you at home from the library. You ready? All right, here we go. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. All right, are you guys ready to say hooray? All right, here we go. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. All right, do you guys want to try doing all three at the same time? Let's do it. All right, so we're going to clap our hands, stomp our feet, and shout hooray. Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Stomp, stomp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray. All right, great job, guys. So we have one book left today about being thankful. And you guys might recognize this story character right here. He is from one of my favorite books called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So The Very Hungry Caterpillar has come back to another book today, and we are going to read Thanks from The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So what do you guys think the very hungry caterpillar might be thankful for? And this book is great for parents and teachers and about anybody who makes you feel special and who helps you learn things. And I actually want to dedicate this book to my parents at home. So here we go. Thanks for showing me, you see the beautiful sunflowers? To be kind to every creature. Can you guys spot the very hungry caterpillar in this picture? He's with a lot of his animal friends. There's a giraffe and a bird. And there's a little sheep like we saw last week on the farm. To care for the trees and the sky and oceans. You see him under the tree? to be curious, gentle, and brave. Where is that very hungry caterpillar? Whose tail is he on? Do you know what animal this is? That's right, it's a tiger. Thanks for reminding me to wonder about everything. So there's some more animal friends, and I've seen these before in other books by Carle, who wrote The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So there's a black cat and a red bird, and there's a beautiful butterfly. That little caterpillar might turn into a butterfly. And to dream of a peaceful world. So the little hungry caterpillar is down there resting and dreaming. Thanks for encouraging me to be a good friend. So do you think the little very hungry caterpillar is friends with this puppy dog? You might be. And to sing my own song. So I bet this caterpillar is hearing all of these birds sing their song. Do you guys like singing? We love singing in story time, don't we? And to always reach for the stars. So there's the caterpillar looking at all the beautiful stars. But most of all, thanks for being you. And I just want to say to all of my Storytime friends out there, one of the things that I'm the most thankful for is you. So I'm so glad you guys come to Storytime and get to spend time with me and Copper. We sure love having you in the library, and we definitely miss seeing you. All right, so that's the end of our story. And you guys know what time it is. At the end of story time, we always end with our bubble song. Are you guys ready for some bubbles? I hope you are. Here we go.
Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. Bubbles, bubbles in the air. Bubbles rise and bubbles drop. Watch the bubbles pop. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. Bubbles, bubbles we can share. Bubbles rise and bubbles drop. Watch the bubbles pop. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. Bubbles landing in your hair. Bubbles rise and bubbles drop. Watch the bubbles pop. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. Bubbles, bubbles in the air. Bubbles rise and bubbles drop. Watch the bubbles pop. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. Bubbles, bubbles we can share. Bubbles rise and bubbles drop. Watch the bubbles pop. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere. Bubbles landing in your hair. Bubbles rise and bubbles drop. Watch the bubbles pop. Pop. Pop.
All right, guys, that's the end of story time today. We've read all of our books, we've sang our songs, and we've done our bubbles. So I hope you enjoyed and learning about being thankful and maybe thinking about somebody who you're thankful for. So if you have anybody around you today that you love and that makes you happy, just go up to them and say thank you. All right, guys, so we will see you next week. Until then, be safe. Bye.